Imagine this. You walk into a packed university party. The energy's high.
Yeah.
You've picked out this really striking dress, hoping to catch someone's eye.
Okay, setting the scene.
And then, boom, an unexpected dinner invite. And suddenly everything shifts: tension, protectiveness, even some surprising self-discovery.
That's such a relatable scenario, isn't it? That mix of excitement and, like, total uncertainty where every little thing feels significant.
Absolutely. And today we're doing a deep dive into excerpts from bustier5.pdf. It's this narrative that just throws us right into those complex dynamics.
Sounds fascinating.
Our mission here is really to unpack the layers of this relationship. It's not simple. Explore these very different personalities, how they clash, how they connect.
And how one person, Abby, kind of navigates all these intense emotions and, social pressures.
Exactly. So if you've ever felt torn or you're just interested in how different people tick and interact, this deep dive is definitely for you.
We're aiming to pull out the key insights, help you see what's really driving the drama here.
Okay, let's get into it. The story kicks off with Abby making a real entrance at this Sigma Tau fraternity party.
Right. The black lace bustier dress, the mini skirt. It's a look.
A deliberate look.
Yeah.
More daring than usual for her, and the source says it's aimed squarely at getting Parker's attention.
And Travis sees her first, right?
Mm-hmm.
His reaction is pretty immediate.
Oh, yeah. It's wow. Totally hot. Straight up approval.
But then, almost in the same breath, it flips. He gets super protective.
Instantly. He warns her, tells her specifically, only take drinks from him or their cousin Shepley.
And he uses that line, "You're not in Kansas anymore, Poulette."
Poulette, yeah, that nickname pops up right away. What do you think that signals so early on?
Well, we find out more later, but even here it feels specific to not just a casual nickname. It suggests this unique connection he feels, almost proprietary, like she's his Poulette.
Interesting. And Abby's comeback is just pure sarcasm, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, good to know. And takes a drink anyway. Classic Abby.
Even their friend America sees what's coming. She predicts Parker's going to, climb the curtains when he sees Abby.
Ah, yeah. Sets the stage perfectly. The tension's already building.
And the party scene itself is, well, exactly what you'd expect.
Right, totally. Packed house, cars literally parked on the lawn.
That pyramid of beer kegs with fairy lights.
Uh-huh. And the detail about the first years having cleanup duty in the morning, it paints a picture.
It does. It's this chaotic backdrop for all the, personal drama starting to bubble up.
So Parker finally shows up, the guy she dressed for.
And his compliment? Simple, effective, you're superb.
And you can just feel Travis react to that.
Immediately. His face just shuts down, gets that scowl.
Especially when Parker starts talking to her. And then he invites her outside for air, right in front of Travis.
The bold move. Whether he meant it as a challenge or not, it definitely lands that way.
Which leads them out to the balcony. And this is where we really start to see the contrast between Parker and, well, everyone else in Abby's current world.
Definitely. First thing, she mentions she's cold. Parker offers his jacket.
Such a simple, gentlemanly gesture. But it says a lot, doesn't it?
It really does. Very different from Travis's raw energy.
Right. And hints at a different upbringing, maybe. More refined.
And then they talk about living situations. Parker's in the frat house, but needs a quiet place to study.
And Abby just drops the bomb. She's living with Travis. For a month. Because she lost a bet.
You'd expect a bigger reaction, maybe. But Parker is so calm.
Completely. Just accepts it. Okay, then I'll take you back to Travis's place. No judgment.
Which kind of segues into their futures. And again, worlds apart.
Parker's path seems so clear-cut. Biology, anatomy option.
Harvard Medical School. Just like his dad, the orthopedic surgeon.
Who's also a very generous Harvard alum.
Mm-hmm.
That detail is telling.
It implies privilege, a set path, and then there's Abby.
Undecided major.
Yeah.
But good at math. She did those summer university courses back home.
In Wichita. It shows she's got brains, serious potential, but her future isn't mapped out like Parker's.
It makes you think, what kind of ambition matters more, the clear goal or the potential waiting to be shaped?
Then Parker drops some campus gossip.
Uh-huh. That she and Travis are basically the topic of conversation.
People find their whole dynamic ambiguous. They're surprised Travis is even friends with a girl.
Which says a lot about Travis's usual interactions. He makes enemies, not female friends, apparently.
And it shows how much campus perception, weighs on them.
Abby confronts it head on, though. Asks Parker straight up, "Do you want to know if I sleep with him?"
So blunt, and then she just simplifies it. We hang out, watch TV, work, and talk. That's about it.
Like she's daring him, or maybe herself, to believe it's that simple, which it clearly isn't.
But Parker recognizes something unique in her. He says she's the only one who can put Travis in his place.
Calls it an honorable title.
That's huge, right? It acknowledges her power, her influence over someone supposedly uncontrollable.
Absolutely. I mean, she has this strength, this independence that maybe nobody else can match with Travis.
And then Parker makes his move. He asks her to dinner.
Right then and there. Says he wanted to ask before someone else does. He sees the situation.
He does. And Abby's reaction when she tells the others, it's electric.
Well, America's reaction is excited. What? Like, go, girl.
But Travis's what is completely different. It's furious, possessive.
Yeah, that's not just friendly concern. That's more.
Yeah.
It really underlines that theme, the blur between protection and control.
He pulls her aside, jaw clenched, starts laying into her. You don't even know this guy.
Of course it concerns me. What if you try something? Pure possessiveness.
And Abby, maybe pushing back, maybe testing him, says something deliberately provocative.
What did she say?
I'd be delighted. He's super hot.
Wow. Okay, so she's definitely fanning the flames.
Absolutely. And it works. Travis just scoffs at the name Parker Hayes, hates the name itself.
And then he says that awful thing.
The threat. If he touches you, I'll kill him.
It's chilling. But Abby doesn't back down.
No, she doubles down. Slowly, deliberately. He pleases me?
Oof. And that's when Travis says that truly terrible line.
Yeah, very well. If he rapes you in the backseat of his car, don't come crying to me. Just shocking. Outrageous.
Abby is furious, obviously. He does try to backtrack, doesn't he?
A little. He says, that's not what I meant. But he still asks her to tell him if Parker hurts her or, like, embarrasses her.
So, still trying to maintain some control, some involvement.
Abby calls him out on it, tells him to stop the protective big brother act, says it's heavy.
And this is where Travis gives us that little clue. He denies it.
He chuckles even, says, I'm not playing big brother, Pouette. You're way off.
That's a massive hint, right? He's basically admitting his feelings aren't brotherly at all.
Not even close. It's a rare moment of, well, near honesty from him about his feelings.
And then we get a glimpse of Parker's world again, the car.
The Porsche 911 GT3, which Parker points out is not a simple Porsche.
Right. Material wealth. Status.
But then he says something quite romantic, surprisingly, that it's just a car.
And that the love of his life will be a woman who will bear his name.
It paints him as this ambitious but also traditional guy. A very different ideal compared to Travis's chaotic passion.
Exactly. Sophistication versus raw emotion. A clear choice is being set up for Abby.
So before the big day happens, there's this period of reflection, some really telling moments.
Yeah, Travis reveals something pretty significant. He missed a fight.
Which for Travis Maddox is unheard of. Why? To make sure Abby got home safe.
That's a huge sacrifice for him. It shows where his priorities are starting to lie. But things are still messy.
Definitely. Abby explains she slept on the couch because his room smelled like the perfume of the women he'd just had over.
He apologizes for that, which is something, but it highlights the raw, sometimes unpleasant reality of their living situation.
And then Travis gets really vulnerable, unexpectedly so.
What does he say?
He admits, I was really afraid you wouldn't want to talk to me anymore. And then, but the worst would be if you were indifferent.
Wow, that's deep for Travis. Fear of indifference, not anger, but just not mattering to her.
It shows how much her opinion, her feelings towards him actually mean to him beneath all the anger and possessiveness.
It really does. He's terrified of losing that connection, whatever it is.
Which makes Abby question everything. She voices the confusion we all feel.
Right. Like, what do you want, Travis? You get mad if I say I don't want you, but you tell America you don't want me.
You go get ridiculously drunk when I say I don't want to date you. All this makes no sense.
It's the core contradiction, isn't it? And his explanation.
He says he doesn't want to mess everything up. And then, this is key, he admits he doesn't know how I would have to be to deserve you.
That's huge. An admission of insecurity, of feeling unworthy. It's a crack in the facade.
While Abby's trying to process this, we get another scene, the bathroom confession with America.
Right. And the reason America's there is classic college life. Shepley's sick from too much beer.
Yeah, provides a bit of grounding realism. And America confirms it. Travis is furious about the date.
No surprise there. And Abby describes Parker
as perfect on all counts, the absolute opposite of Travis, exactly what she needed or thinks she needs.
But then America says something wistful, almost sad.
Yeah, it's really a shame that it doesn't work out, you two. You're the only girl who could have. And then she cuts herself off. Oh well. Doesn't matter.
Implying that America, maybe like others, saw a potential there between Abby and Travis that Abby isn't seeing or is actively rejecting.
And Abby notices this ambiguity in America, too. She points out the hypocrisy.
Calls her out. You're like him, actually. Asks if illogicality is the disease in their apartment.
It suggests everyone around them is caught up in these unspoken feelings and expectations about Abby and Travis.
This leads Abby into some deep self-reflection as she's getting ready for the date.
A major realization hits her. She wasn't dressing up, wasn't trying to impress Parker.
Who is she trying to impress?
Travis. It was all for Travis.
Wow. Okay, that changes things.
Big time. She even thinks maybe Travis wasn't entirely wrong in implying I was playing a strange game.
So she's starting to see her own unconscious motives.
Yes. And feels a sudden wave of guilt. Realizes Travis is making efforts in his own way, and she's maybe been acting like a spoiled little girl.
That's significant growth, that's self-awareness, taking some responsibility for the dynamic.
And right before she leaves, Travis surprises her again with a
Okay.
compliment. But it's different this time. Calm. Genuine. Just, you're very beautiful.
No anger, no jealousy edge to it.
None that she detects. It throws her off. And Shepley and America chimes in too, approving her look. It feels like a big moment for everyone.
Okay, so finally, the deed itself. Politeness versus passion seems like a good summary.
Right. Parker picks her up, and he's nervous. He actually admits it.
Nervous, why?
Because he's picking up the girl Travis Maddox is in love with from Travis's own place. He says the frat guys think Travis's erratic behavior means he's in love with her.
Interesting how Travis's feelings, or perceived feelings, are influencing even Parker. Abby denies it, of course.
Vehemently. They head to the restaurant, baissai, very upscale.
And Parker casually mentions his family co-owns it. Always booked, but he got a table. Effortless privilege again.
Exactly. And his driving so different from Travis on his Harley. Parker's careful, uses signals, slows for yellow lights.
Responsible? Predictable?
Maybe.
Abby even suggests they avoid talking about Travis, trying to create space.
But she feels out of place at the restaurant, admits she feels cheap in her dress next to the other women.
Feels the class difference. Parker orders expensive wine.
And then they meet his mother, Vivian Hayes.
Oh boy. How does that go?
Elegant but cold. Parker calls her a piranha. Her politeness apparently oozed contempt.
Ouch. What does she do?
Scrutinizes Abby, asks about her name, where she's from Wichita, dismisses her quickly, then boasts about Parker getting into Harvard.
Yikes. That paints a clear picture of the world Parker comes from and maybe the expectations Abby would face there.
Definitely a subtle warning, perhaps. But despite that awkwardness, the conversation between Abby and Parker flows well.
We talk about normal things. Food, college.
Algebra. Even The Circle, a book they both know. Parker's described as charming, funny, says all the right things.
What I wanted to hear, Abby notes. He also introduces her proudly to people he knows there. Makes her feel seen, valued.
But the date ends kind of early. Parker has an anatomy exam, needs to study for Harvard.
Responsible. Mature,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe a bit calculated.
Abby hides her disappointment. She admires his responsibility, but you sense a little letdown, maybe.
And then, the kiss.
Yeah.
End of the night. He walks her to the door, holds her hand.
How's the kiss described?
Soft and warm and wonderful. Abby, who usually hates first kisses, admits this one wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad. That's polite praise.
It feels like it, doesn't it? Pleasant, nice, safe. Maybe lacking that fire she experiences, even negatively, with Travis.
Interesting contrast. And as soon as she gets inside,
Travis is there, waiting, instantly.
like clockwork, he immediately mocks Parker for calling her Ab.
And she fires back, mocking his use of poulet.
Which prompts Travis to finally explain it. He says poulet means, like, a pretty girl. Someone you tease affectionately.
And then he drops the key line.
You're my poulet. Declaring it. Owning it.
Yeah, that's him marking his territory, essentially. Making it clear his nickname holds a deeper, more intimate meaning than Parker's simple Ab.
So Abby tells him about the date, describes it as great, perfect.
But she struggles to find words for Parker himself. Just shakes her head.
Maybe because perfect feels a little empty. Travis naturally scoffs when she mentions the kiss, calls Parker's lips soft, dismissively.
Total jealousy. Abby confirms Parker's calling tomorrow for a second date.
And Travis goes off on Parker's ambition, saying he tells everyone about Harvard. Abby actually defends Parker's responsibility.
That's interesting. She defends the very quality that might have slightly disappointed her earlier.
Yeah, complex. And as she's recounting all the details, the fancy restaurant, the food, Parker's compliments, she has this huge smile she can't control.
She's genuinely happy about the date. But what's Travis's reaction to her happiness?
This is where it gets really nuanced. Despite his obvious annoyance about Parker, the text says he watches her with amusement. He's happy to see me happy.
That's a crucial distinction. He hates the source of her happiness, Parker, but her actual joy gives him pleasure. It shows a deeper layer to his feelings, beyond just possessiveness.
It really does. He even says it aloud, quite genuinely. I'm glad you had a good evening, Poulette. You deserve it.
A moment of grace, almost, before the inevitable return of tension.
Exactly, because right then, Parker calls, precisely at 1 minute past midnight.
To confirm it's officially tomorrow, smooth.
And sets a date for Monday. Abby's heart races. She's excited, caught up in the potential of Parker.
And Travis's final reaction.
Annoyance flares right back up. Grumbles, "You're a girl," asks her straight out, "Do you really like Parker?"
Put her on the spot.
She tells him not to break her momentum, and Travis ends with just this disgusted sigh. Parker Hayes.
He just can't help himself. That final piece says it all. The frustration, the jealousy, it's all still there.
So wrapping this up, we've journeyed through Abby's push and pull between these two very different guys. Travis, intense, possessive, confusingly caring. Parker, polite, ambitious. The picture of perfect.
Yeah, this deep dive really highlights how fast perceptions can change, how our own internal conflicts bubble up, and how much the people close to us shape, well, everything. Our choices, our sense of self.
It leaves you thinking, doesn't it? When you're faced with two paths, one that's familiar, maybe chaotic but intense, and another that seems new and, on paper, ideal, how do you figure out what you really need?
Versus what you think you're supposed to want. And, maybe more subtly, how much do the opinions and expectations of others, even the ones you love, quietly nudge you in one direction or another?